Good afternoon. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. My name is Jack Shneke. You may recognize my name from a letter I sent to council last month. A little about myself. I'm a retired police officer, a retired private investigator, and a policing expert. My expertise is in the use of force, police procedure, constitutional law, and police misconduct. I've been a police officer on a state, municipal, and small town level. I was certified by the Pennsylvania State Police as a police and security instructor. I have trained and certified thousands of police and security officers. Everything from defensive tactics, use of force, crimes code, constitutional law. I was an instructor in about 30 topics of training. I possess a doctorate degree in criminal justice and have been retained many times to serve as a subject matter expert regarding police matters. I wrote the collective bargaining agreement for our police union and served as an executive board member of that union, defending police officers against police misconduct. And that's enough about me. I'm not going to rehash the letter on April 17th I sent, or the letters that are in those envelopes for you. I came to know the Neptune Beach Police Department under rather bad circumstances. I was arrested in September of 2023 by one of your officers, Robert Ashmore. 2 days after I turned myself in, Mr. Ashmore resigned from the police department. The arrest came really regarding a contract dispute between Pulte Builders, who is pretty big here in Northeast Florida. I guess it got out of control. I've owned 5 houses since I've been a resident of the state of Florida in 8 years. Unfortunately, at the time, Officer Ashmore was not interested in talking to me, not interested in interviewing me, not interested in hearing anything I had to say. He just blindly took the word of Pulte's vice president, and he said in a deposition, he took him at his word. That person is Dan Reynolds, a convicted felon. After 36 court appearances and the case being drug out for 18 months, the case was dismissed on March 18th, 2025. So I would have been before council long before this had the case been resolved much sooner. Now I get to seek justice on behalf of the taxpayers of Florida and the city of Neptune Beach taxpayers. I learned a lot about the Neptune Beach Police Department. But I want to tell council is that it appears you folks are paying an enormous amount of money for police services. Amount of money for police services. So, for example, I don't know your jurisdiction. I read some stuff on the internet. I don't know how true it is. My understanding is your jurisdiction is about 2.2 square miles of land, 4.3 square miles of ocean. We don't drive police cars in the ocean. You got about 20 cops, about 20 police cars. That's what one of your residents say. A police car today is $50,000 to $100,000, depending on how it's equipped. I'm going to say at least $50,000. So if you have a police car for each person, that's an enormous amount of money for a municipality so small. Now, obviously, if you're the Florida Highway Patrol or the Sheriff's Department, where your jurisdictions is thousands of miles, and that's a different animal. You have a dispatch center. An enormous amount of money to run that 24/7, 7 days a week. And how many crimes do you folks average? Not many, about 13 and a half crimes per month, based on FDLE statistics. You got school zone cameras. Well, that's fine. But normally a police officer would be running radar in a school zone in a marked police car to deter people. So now you don't need officers for that. You have a lot of parking problems around here. I see the parking signs all over the place. Police officers here write parking tickets. It's a lot cheaper to hire meter maids. Use less police officers. Probably cost you about 25% for a meter maid versus a police officer.
Thank you, Mr. Spanky. Your time's up.
Thank you.
Do we have anybody else for public comment?
David Wicker.